Don't do it.
Why not, darling?
Because there's personal property in there, and there's sensitive items in there.
But Grandma's in public.
But don't film inside of the vehicles, okay?
But Grandma's in public.
You can't film other people inside of other people's cars, okay?
Oh, I can't film inside other people's.
Personal property.
My eyes can see it, a camera can see it. If there was any private sensitive things, I see you got your spit bottle, you know.
So
what, darling?
So I told you you're fine to look at the vehicles, but don't be filming inside the vehicles, okay?
It's the same thing as looking at them. It's in public.
I'm telling you not to do it, though, okay?
Is that an order?
Yes.
So you'll arrest me if I do? Are you mean to elderly folks?
One, sir, you're not elderly, okay?
That's discrimination.
Well, then fine.
I'm a grandma.
Call it what you want.
I'm a grandmother, and I don't approve of this, sir.
Okay, well, your behavior right now, filming inside of a police vehicle, is suspicious, so I'm going to ask for your ID now.
Oh, did I commit a crime?
You're being suspicious, so
All right, guys, buckle up, because this is one of those encounters that starts off as a simple recording in public and turns into a full-blown constitutional meltdown in under 60 seconds. We've got a citizen here calling themselves Grandma, standing in public, filming, and minding their own business. And then we've got an officer who walks in with that classic, "I don't like what you're doing, so it must be illegal" energy. And here's the thing. This isn't some chaotic shouting match from the beginning. This person is calm, sharp, and absolutely fearless. And they do what most people wish they could do in these moments. They don't panic, they don't fold, and they don't get intimidated by threats of arrest. Because the officer's entire argument basically comes down to, "I'm suspicious of you because I feel like it." And that's where this gets juicy. You're about to watch someone demand a crime, demand a statute, demand reasonable suspicion, and do it while trolling like an absolute professional. And trust me, the moment the supervisor arrives, that's when the officer's whole vibe changes fast.
What crime is that? Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
I'm investigating.
For what crime? Suspicious is not a crime.
No, because I haven't determined yet if you've committed a crime.
Well, you have to before you come and ask for ID.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, what's the Fourth Amendment, silly?
I do not need...
No, the Fourth Amendment?
I do not need permission.
Yes, you do. We have a constitution.
I don't need permission from you especially, to conduct my job.
What crime did I commit?
I'm asking, you have not committed a crime yet, but
there we go. There's the answer.
I am suspect.
So no, I'm suspect of you.
I have probable cause.
You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion before you can have probable cause.
Given your demeanor and given you...
Oh, so it's illegal to be a grandma now?
Listen, let me see your ID.
How about hell no?
If you do not identify yourself, I will place you under arrest.
All right, then arrest me, because that's a Fourth Amendment violation.
Put this down.
Oh, I'll just hold on to it.
And right here is where you can already tell how this is going to go. Because the officer isn't giving a law, he's giving a preference. He's basically saying, "I don't want you filming inside the vehicle because there might be sensitive items." Okay, but if it's visible from a public place, that's not private. That's just inconvenient for the officer. And notice how quickly it escalates from "please don't" to "that's an order." That's a huge red flag. Because the moment a cop turns a request into a command without legal justification, it stops being public safety and starts being ego enforcement. And Grandma smells that instantly. The way they keep repeating, "but grandmas in public," is literally the whole case in one sentence.
Why are you being difficult?
Why are you trying to violate my Fourth Amendment rights?
You're intentionally goading and antagonizing.
And antagonizing what? Standing on public property? You just said I could look inside.
This actually is not public property.
Yes, it is. Where's the signs restricting? And you just gave me permission to come. Private property is not a police station. Who pays for it? We the people. You had an oath to swore to uphold the Constitution, yet you're trying to violate a grandma's rights.
No, I'm not.
For filming, because she doesn't want to give you ID because you said she committed no crime. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime was committed, is about to be committed, or already has been committed. What crime did I commit? And you said none.
Yeah, where does that from then?
What do you think?
What Iowa code?
What do you think?
What Iowa code?
That's your job.
What Iowa code?
What's the Fourth Amendment?
What Iowa code?
What's the Fourth
I'm not gonna
Amendment?
sit here and
You
argue
swore
with
an
you.
oath to the Constitution. That's your #1 job.
I am not.
And you're over here
infringing
trying
on
to
your
violate
rights.
my rights,
No, I'm
standing
not.
in public videotaping.
No, I'm not.
There's zero. What's private information besides your spit cup?
You're intentionally doing this.
Videotaping, being nice,
And
being cordial.
Your little viewers here are probably getting a real kick out of this, aren't they?
I don't know. You ask them. You could look in the camera and say hello.
Hi.
You know how many people are watching you right now trying to violate a grandma's rights?
What right have I violated?
My Fourth Amendment. What do you think the Fourth Amendment is?
Have I violated
To be
any
secure
rights?
in my
I'm not
persons
going to
and
sit here and
papers.
argue with you.
Well, then
okay?
violate my rights. That's up to you, but you're getting a lawsuit if you try.
This is the moment the officer accidentally tells on himself. He literally admits, "You haven't committed a crime, but I'm asking for your ID anyway because you're suspicious." And I want everyone watching to understand how backwards that is. In the real world, suspicion isn't a crime, and being weird isn't a crime. You don't get to demand identification just because someone is filming something you don't like. That's not law enforcement. That's vibe enforcement. And Grandma is doing something powerful here. They keep forcing the officer back into the reality of the Constitution. What crime did I commit? What statute? Misdemeanor or felony? Because when you strip away the uniform and the authority, the officer's argument becomes, "I'm uncomfortable, therefore you must comply." And that is not how rights work.
Listen.
No crime was committed, and you need that to get ID. That's end of story. If you don't like
No, I
Grandma
don't.
filming, yes, you do.
No, I
You need
do not.
reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. So what crime is that? You said there is none.
You know what an investigation is?
Yes, that's what you conduct if you determine if there was a crime. And you determine there was no crime, so you just failed. Grandma's smarter than you.
Okay, Grandma.
It's true, and you know it. You could go ahead and violate Grandma's rights all you want. It's going to be bad on you. If you need your supervisor, need to call the sheriff because you don't know the job that you've signed up for, upholding the Constitution, you don't know the Fourth Amendment.
Did I you cop? I never said I didn't.
How do you know I wasn't a cop before?
Were you?
I don't know, was I?
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't have to answer.
You don't.
You're a public servant.
You don't.
You're supposed to serve the public. And I'm the public, am I not? Until I commit a crime. And you just said there's no crime committed. But yet you want to violate my rights.
Have I?
My First and Fourth Amendment.
I never
You just said that you were going to place me under arrest if I don't give you ID. That's my Fourth Amendment right. Grandma doesn't back down from shit.
I don't care if you back down or not.
Well, then you're going to have fun in court. Imagine all the jury seeing this, trying to violate an elderly
You're on
woman's
camera,
rights.
too.
Yeah, they'll see that and they'll be like, wow, this grandma's been very polite and cordial with you, and you came up...
This right here is where the officer's logic completely collapses in real time. First he says, "You haven't committed a crime." Then he says, "You're suspicious." Then he jumps to, "I have probable cause." And Grandma immediately hits him with the exact legal ladder he's skipping. Reasonable, articulable suspicion comes before probable cause. You don't just magically spawn probable cause because you don't like someone's attitude. And then the biggest mistake. The officer threatens arrest purely for not identifying. Because now it's not even about filming. Now it's about force compliance. And Grandma's response is perfect. "All right, then arrest me." That's how you call bluff. Most people get scared when they hear arrest. Grandma basically says, "Cool, do it. Let's take this to court."
Said there's no crime being committed, yet you demand ID. Do your investigation then. For what crime? Reasonable, articulable suspicion. That's what you need. Grandma's a war veteran. You understand that? Grandma actually fought for these rights. The ones that you're trying to strip from Grandma for doing nothing wrong.
War veteran. Okay.
Yes.
What war?
World War II. WW2.
Right.
Grandma killed 20 of them Nazis and you're acting like one. Trying to take our freedoms away. Hell no. Hell no, darling. This man's a bully.
This is Grandma.
Fox.
He's videotaping inside law enforcement vehicles and
Which is
personal vehicles
perfectly
and
acceptable.
refuses to identify himself.
I don't have to. He said no crime's been committed. There's absolutely no crime that can be committed.
Okay, is there anything I can help you with?
Tell Stanley to stop being a naughty boy and to leave Grandma alone.
Boy, he's just
No, Stanley tried arresting Grandma.
Suspicious behavior is what I told him.
You want me to hold my horses?
No, I said just hold it. I gotta talk. You gotta let me speak. Is that okay?
If you listen to Grandma afterwards, Grandma will let you. All right, you
So
can
I
talk.
just got on duty. I have no idea what's going on. I just came in here.
Yeah, no, that's all right, Fox.
It is very unfamiliar to have somebody videotape the inside of cars. It's kind of weird. That's why.
Well, they're police vehicles bought by the public, are they not?
They are, but it is weird for people to videotape the building. Wouldn't you?
I don't think so at all, darling. I think people should videotape buildings they buy. Yeah, but this isn't your house. This is public. This isn't private property. There's a huge difference in between that. You don't see me going up to some private people's property. This is we the people's property.
Notice what's happening now. The officer starts losing control, so he switches tactics. Now it's not law. Now it's you're being difficult. And that's a classic move. When an officer can't justify a demand legally, they try to reframe the citizen as the problem emotionally. You're antagonizing. You're goading. You're being difficult. But Grandma is doing something insanely effective. They keep dragging the conversation back to one simple point. What crime? And I love how the officer says it's not public property, while Grandma instantly asks, where are the signs restricting? Because if it's private property with public access, there are usually posted restrictions. Then comes the Iowa Code part, which is the finishing touch. Grandma is basically saying, you're the cop. It's your job to know the law you're enforcing. And the officer has absolutely nothing.
So Grandma's just out here. Tell Stanley to stop trying to violate my Fourth Amendment. Bad Stanley, you're naughty.
Well, the Fourth Amendment's a...
To be secure in my persons and papers, and he tried violating my rights.
I asked for his identification.
Yes, I'm pressed.
Well, it's not wrong to ask for somebody.
No, he demanded it, or I'm going to be arrested, was his exact words. And Grandma doesn't back down. I'm a grandma, boob inspector, and my name's Grandma. Okay. Grandma's been around the block a time or two, Stanley. Just because you don't like what I'm doing doesn't mean it's wrong,
so,
Stanley.
Is there anything like that you came here to do? Or
yeah, just to film in public. You know where I just came from?
Courthouse?
No, Marshalltown, and you know how great interactions I had there? Fantastic. Good. They loved me. You know what they said?
It's good to enforce your rights. And
exactly, because this nerd tried stripping them from me.
What I'm trying to say is, let's not name call. Let's not do that. We're civil human beings.
Are you going to name call me anymore, Stanley?
I never name called
you. You called me ridiculous looking.
No, I said...
Yeah, exactly. I look ridiculous, you son of a gun.
I didn't say you are.
Yeah, you said I look ridiculous, and I said you look like a nerd.
You said you are a stupid nerd.
Well, you are a stupid nerd.
There you go.
Yeah,
stupid nerd, Stanley.
So I just want to ask again, is there anything that we can help you with at all?
Tell Stanley to leave Grandma alone, and I'm out of here.
Yeah,
tell me to leave.
Yeah, tell him.
I sure freaking do.
Yeah, walk of shame, Stanley. Get out of here, Stanley.
Right, I just wanna...
You're a son of a gun, Stanley. You can't violate my rights. I'm Grandma. I do what I need to do.
This is where Grandma turns the whole thing into a public humiliation masterclass. The officer tries to shame them by saying, your little viewers are probably getting a kick out of this. And Grandma basically responds, yes, and you can say hi too. That's brutal. Because what the officer doesn't realize is, once you say that out loud, you've admitted you know you're being watched, and you're still pushing threats that don't match the situation. Then the officer asks, what right have I violated? And Grandma instantly says, my Fourth Amendment. And when he follows it up with, what do you think the Fourth Amendment is? That question alone is wild coming from a sworn officer. Because if you're going to demand ID, threaten arrest, and talk about probable cause, you should not be doing a pop quiz on constitutional rights like it's a school debate.